AITAH for refusing to use my income to pay back my fiancé's debts. His family, my fiancé and I, have been together since we were teenagers, and his grandparents who raised him have never liked me. They've spent years putting me down, calling me names, criticizing me, and generally treating me like I am the problem in their family. For the last 7 years I saw him raising our son while my fiancé worked. During that time, my fiancé got into a car accident after letting his insurance lapse, which led to around $20,000 in restitution costs. His parents helped him financially. Later, they also bought him a car after he promised he would pay them back. The car is completely in his name, not mine, and I was never involved in the agreement and was never asked to repay anything. Now I am back to work, and his grandparents think he could use my income to pay them back for both the accident-related costs and the car. They say that because I stayed home instead of working, their grandson needed financial help, and they owed repayment from me too. The thing is, I never borrowed money from them, never promised repayment, and none of these debts are legally tied. My fiancé made those choices. We mutually agreed that I would stay home and raise our son, because if I were to go to work, it would be only covered daycare costs, and now I feel like I am being blamed and financially punished for being a son. Realistically, my entire first year of income would go toward paying his parents back instead of helping our household, our son, or our future. I do understand that the financial help indirectly benefit our family, so part of me feels guilty, but another part of me feels like they unfairly target me instead of holding their grandson accountable. AITAH for refusing to take responsibility for paying them back. Edit, to add, many people keep asking why I have a 7-year-old child and was Psalm for all of those years. There are 700 comments as I'm writing this edit, and you can find all of the comments asking the question, so here is the explanation for that. Our child is about to be 6, however, I got pregnant at 16 on birth control, had a job at the time of getting pregnant, but was in and out of the hospital the entire pregnancy due to complications. There was a certain point where I couldn't work anymore during pregnancy, so I kind of view the pregnancy as also Psalm, and so really, it's almost 7 years in October. Our son started kindergarten this past August, and I immediately started applying to jobs. I'll say again, I couldn't work because all it would do was pay for daycare, and our child has been medically complex with tons of doctor's appointments that we had to take him out of daycare for several times per week. So here's the timeline: Oct 19 pregnancy at 16, June 20 baby is born at 17, July 20 baby is diagnosed with health conditions and several doctor's appointments need weekly. Jump all the way to the car accident in July 23. All of us were in the car. We had no idea the car insurance had lapsed until the officer told us we didn't have car insurance. It lapsed by a couple of days. October 23, restitution letter for 15 came in the mail. February 24, his grandparents bought him a 2020 car. He is in the comments telling people I told him to call them to buy a car, and while yes, he did do that, it's because they didn't want to keep driving us to our son's medical appointments 30 minutes out each way into the sea, and told us to go look at cars. The car was a wonderful deal, so he told him to call them to take a look at it. Jump now, May 26, I am a couple of weeks up from starting my new job, and I'm more than happy to, at the very least, split the household bill. The entire problem, and why I made this post, was because I was told that the entirety of my checks were to go to his family, and call me a bitch or anything you want, but I'm not down with that. One other question I'd like to address in this ed is people asking why I didn't try to work from home.